EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams.
Oh, man.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Fields. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, one set. Check. Hey. 54. Mike, 54. Rip right. That's it. Mike, 54. That's it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Stop! 180! That's the run! Kill! Turn! Ran! Turn! Check! Crunch! Check 99!
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Play action. It's Trubisky. Looking for Shepard deep. He's got a man. Complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 32 on the play. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They go play action. Trubisky. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they'll get this down to the 10. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. Here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to take
What kind of bullshit is that? Come on,
touchdown.
man.
Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 53. Check 53.
2nd and 3. They'll let this go for the end zone. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really
Definitely my fault.
throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Come on, 180. Hey, ball. Christian, grab it.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Sponge. Alert.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Trubisky nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. It's caught.
That's my fault.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky. This is Shepard on the catch. And brought down.
Come on, man.
Inside the 25. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. These two teams all tied after one.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Rams have got it going.
Oh, man.
And
Okay.
they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
18. Hey, alert.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's what I do. Rush in. Check 26.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Switch up. You go tell.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. And they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Watch the safety creep.
Looking to throw. Fields. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Bring it. Bring it. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh my God, I hate Madden for those picks, man.
John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll run with McCaffrey, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey. 4 down.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. Now Trubisky lost the...
Come on, give me that. Hey, give me some Madden love.
The ball comes free. It's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check 25. Hey, Haywood. 55. I'm coming after you. Mike, 55. Check 55.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
This is jam.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now a pass hauled in downfield. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Lock in.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And this is caught. Spectacular one-handed grab there. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Christian McCaffrey saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf, 76 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go one more.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. It's hauled in by Shepard. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Able to shake him off. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And
Man,
knocks the ball away.
Bruh.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Mark 55. Mark 55.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete.
Shit fucking fake, man.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. On 1st down, Trubisky. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run
Play action. Now Trubisky looking for Shepard deep. And that's going to be incomplete.
Can't catch picks, can't do
Good
nothing.
effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Give me something now.
And
Shit, let's go.
Possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Mike, 53, Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Let's go.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Fields. He's going to rifle one, and this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that...
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will be fielded at the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 27, Trubisky.
Gotta pick that.
Center of the field, but it's incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Alpha. Pick me up. Here we go. 55.
Now it's Trubisky. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He'll get this one to Galladay. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
61, match box, white.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
But no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Ran, go. Hey, team 6, team 6. 55 is mine, guys, 55. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch.
On 1st down, Fields.
Fuck.
And this turns into
Fuck. No, it's stupid,
He's not
Keys.
going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon.
That was so
but I would
stupid.
go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
180. Check. Ran, go. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. General Woods. Kill. Alert. Twist. Lock in. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship.
McCaffrey on the counter. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night?
I can't
It
believe I gave
hasn't
you
been
that.
his
That's
so
crazy.
far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Cooper was the intended target.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields completes it to the tight end, Kittle. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch out. Check 3.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
To throw on 2nd down. Fields. He's going to let it go. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. DK Metcalf, 28 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Man, that's trash. Check out, read. Bang.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Kill.
The toss play to Montgomery. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down LA.
That's another Rams 1st down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. This is McCaffrey, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 10.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
Come on, man.
No chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Fields. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got
now a hit and a loose football.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the 4th quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensitive. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Hatchet. Watch twins. Watch twins.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Check 55, Mike. Here we go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They find some open field here. There he goes left side. Touchdown, LA. Christian McCaffrey, 61 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Fields going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
Going towards the
Took
coverage,
a shot
baby.
there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fields. They'll find Metcalf. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line.
That one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf there to make the grab as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
36. Hey, turn it up. Kill. What? Kill. Sponge. No. 53's the mic.
They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Throwing now is Trubisky.
Man. Fucked up my damn defense.
Midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards.
Can't believe that.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
180. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check 13. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Rush in. Hey, ball. Check 26. Check 29.
Here's McCaffrey. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Ran. Joker. Jim. Whip. Watch the whip. Alert.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw in overtime now for Trubisky.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now a first throw here in overtime. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Blue. Hey, Charlie.
Check 55 to Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
56, Mike.
Hey, Echo.
56. Watch the curl. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Looking for Shepard deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 30. Past the 20.
What the fuck, bro?
It's a touchdown.
Wow.
No flags.
Good game, bro.
An overtime thriller. They are moving